Let's twist and shout. Twist and shout. Come on, come on, come on, baby, 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 baby. Let me see you work it out. Work it out. You look so good. Look so good. Like I knew that you would. Knew that you would. Come on, come on, come on, baby.
Alright everybody, hey, welcome back to another video. Man, I could listen to that all day. And if you're from the Midwest or if you're a fan of blues music, you probably could too. But hey, so in today's video I had a day trip into Chicago with the camera club that I created a few years ago. It's called the City of Lights Camera Club. It has some amazing photographers in it. And we took a day trip into Chicago, took the train into Union Station, and we walked to Central Camera, which is an amazing camera store with a really cool backstory. It's been around for like 100 years. Amazing camera store. Got some video there. But we did mostly street photography on the walk to Central Camera, and the walk back we were just shooting and having a blast. And in today's video I'm going to show you the whole day. So thank you very much for joining me, and let's go. So as always, the photographic fun starts well before we get into Chicago. This is at the train station in Aurora. I just kind of fell in love with this morning light coming through those windows there, so I shot this. And here's a few members of the club getting ready to head into the big city. I love riding the train in because it gives me some time to just kind of sit and think and kind of contemplate on what I want to do for the day, what I want to accomplish, what I want to go after. But it also gives me an opportunity to shoot a little bit on the train. I love the light, how it's coming in through the windows, and then that fluorescent green light coming from the top of the train. But anyway, I shot this, and this is one of the members of our club. So we made it into Chicago, and here we are, literally only like 10 feet outside of Union Station, and you can see that this group is really into it. What a blast this group is. So for some context, here's the map of the day. We're traveled into Union Station, and we're going to walk from Union Station over to Central Camera, which is a pretty awesome camera store that I had mentioned earlier. And then we're simply going to walk back, and we're going to shoot the entire walk there and back, and just see what happens. As you can see here, I was not kidding about 10 feet away from Union Station. But it's fine because it gave me a chance to shoot this image here. Then we are off to the Sears Tower for a cup of coffee and possibly a donut, and there's an awesome diner right on the first floor of the Sears Tower, which also has a truly amazing atrium. Super nice for photography. So that's where we headed. Oh, and don't ever call it the Willis Tower. Right now I'm going to share with you a few of the images that I captured while in the diner / atrium. Pretty awesome light. I think I see Amish people every single time I go into Chicago, and I think I photograph them every single time I see them. After the caffeine and sugar injection, we were back out on the streets and looking for good light. And as luck would have it, we did not have to look too long. Then we walked a little bit further and went around this corner right here, just chasing the light, and we found this building that had some incredible dappled diffused light on it. And something that rarely happens to me is I sat there and looked at this thing and this gentleman was staying there the whole time. Apparently he was waiting for somebody, but I honestly sat there and watched this scene and really didn't know how to shoot it, and that rarely happens to me. I knew I wanted to incorporate the shadows on the building, just the overall light on the building, and the scale of the building with the white-haired gentleman in the foreground. Wanted to wait for some pedestrians to walk by. There was just so much going on. I wasn't, like I said, I just wasn't sure exactly how to shoot this scene. And see this guy walking through the scene right here? He's actually the gentleman that is singing Twist and Shout in the beginning of this video. Alright, and this is what I ended up with. I love the tonal quality of this image. I like the light overall. Love the expression on the guy's face. If I could change one thing, I would wish that he was about a step or 2 steps to the right, so he was in that light, illuminated by that light, instead of being in the shadow. But all in all, I'll take it. See this fire escape right here next to the ProX building? Well, I kind of camped out there and waited for someone to walk by. I just was liking the light between the two buildings and was hoping to get a pedestrian walking by. And this couple walked through, and while they did, there was a really loud motorcycle or something that drove by, and that caught their attention right as I snapped this image, and I really like how this one came out. Alright, so this is a spur of the moment shot that just went right for me. One of my favorites of the day, definitely one of the favorites of this video, and this one is all about the feet. It's just amazing how the feet of these 4 women are just completely 100% in sync, which is so cool. And I'd like to say that I planned that, but that is just pure luck, and I love it. Sometimes you have to make your own luck, so you got to be in position, you have to see the scene coming, and you have to take the shot at the right time. So yes, it was lucky, but I also believe 100% that you have to make your own luck. I shot it at f4.5, so there was a lot of bokeh to begin with, but I enhanced the bokeh in Lightroom, which really gives it that quirky, almost tilt shift kind of feel to it, which just adds to this image. So yes, I like this one quite a bit. And this one here is of my buddy. His name is Gary. He's a fellow photog. He's an amazing street photographer. But I just wanted to grab this while he was standing there in some really beautiful light. So this is pretty funny and goes to the curiosity of photographers in general. We ran across these guys and gal working underneath the streets. They had the manhole cover off, and you can see a few of their club members decided they'd stop and take some images here, and I was kind of getting the feeling that these people were not annoyed, but probably thought that we were a little bit crazy taking pictures of them and shooting down into the manhole. But I did see an image, and I waited for the right opportunity and ended up capturing this, which is one of my favorites of the day. Great light, great tones. I purposely went low to put the gentleman's head up high between the buildings, and it's an interesting image, makes you think. And I definitely like it in black and white, but sharing the color one, because I like that one too. I'm not exactly sure which one I like more, so Do me a favor and let me know what you think. Alright, so I gotta jump in right now. I literally have a ton more images to show you, but this video would be an hour long and nobody wants that. So we're gonna cut it right here. I'm gonna come back next week with part 2. And if that's not enough, we'll do it into a part 3. But thank you all very much for stopping by the channel. You all know the drill. Like it if you did, subscribe if you haven't. And I am Garrick, and I am your very best friend in the whole wide world. So make sure you tune in next week for more of this iconic Chicago trip. Awesome images yet to come. So hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you don't miss a thing, and we will see you next time, everybody. Bye-bye.